Hello everyone, my name is Chris and welcome back to another game review. Today I'm gonna be reviewing Hitman 2, and as usual I'm quickly gonna go through the story of this game to tell you short what this game is all about. Then I'm gonna share my own opinions and thoughts about this game, so in case you didn't play it, one big spoiler alert across the screen, and yeah, just click away from this video and come back after you play a game if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to, it's totally okay. But if you really are interested in my opinions and thoughts about this game right now, then stay with me till the end of this video and let's get started. Alright guys, Hitman 2 is a game that's been released back in 2018, and just like any other Hitman game, it's been developed by Iowa Interactive, and it's been developed in their own Glacier studio that they made and are using in their Hitman games. This is once again third-person stealth action shooter type of a game, and story of Hitman 2 continues where Hitman 2016 ended, so this is sequel to 2016 Hitman. And once again you play as legendary Agent 47, assassin working for ICA organization that in the second game gets discovered by another agency called Providence. And then there is this shadow client that is actually Agent 47's childhood friend, which blew the cover of the ICA. Later on they cooperate together, but through the game Agent 47 is on the mission to eliminate all the people connected to the Providence, and that's pretty much the whole story of Hitman 2. So yeah, simple as that, just like a usual Hitman story. There is nothing complicated about it or whatever. The way the story is shown in the game is just like in the Hitman 2016. Before you start each mission, you get this little cinematic screen, like a cutscene, where a game explains you why you have to kill these people and why are they important to the ICA. After you finish each mission, there is also a cutscene with some story, and that's pretty much it. So if you are expecting some sort of a extremely cool story or whatever, you're not gonna get it. It's a Hitman game, and I think the story for this type of a game is fine. I liked it for what it was. It fits nice with this type of a game. Gameplay was always what mattered about Hitman, and yeah, altogether good story for this type of a game. I enjoyed it for what it was. Alright, let's move on to my favorite part about this game, which is definitely its gameplay, and it's exact the same like Hitman 2016, and I'm gonna tell you right now that I'm not bothered by that at all, because Hitman 3, which is coming out next year, is gonna be the exact same as Hitman 2, and gameplay in this game, in this trilogy, is so perfect to the point where it just doesn't need to be changed. It's just like a Hitman game should be, and I wouldn't change anything about it, so I'm completely fine with that. Hitman 2, just like any other Hitman game, is primarily stealth focused game, and before you start each mission you again have this planning screen where you can select different equipment and weapons that you're gonna bring with you on your mission, and you can pick the spot where you're gonna start the mission. That was a thing in Hitman 2016, and again it's the same thing in Hitman 2, and it's gonna be the same thing with Hitman 3. I love that part. What is different in Hitman 2 is that they added this briefcase that you can bring in with you now. So they added briefcase in Hitman 2 that you can bring with you on the mission and like store some items into it and sneak in some restricted areas easier. So it's a nice thing that they added that. It's pretty cool. Then again, you're gonna be stealthing most of your time in this game, because combat in this game it has changed a little bit compared to Hitman 2016. So this is one of those tinier changes. Weapons feel different. They have more realistic recoil. They've changed the weapon sounds as well, so that's pretty cool. But altogether combat works the exact same way. Shooting the target or pretty much any other NPC in the game in the head with one bullet is gonna result in an insta-kill, so it's pretty realistic. AI has been improved, so now in combat AI will throw flashbangs at you which will stun you for a few seconds. I really love the combat. I really love the effects in the combat, the blood and everything. It just looks so realistic and brutal, and I just fucking love it. Hitman 2 also allows you the difficulty select, which wasn't the thing with the first game. First game only had like a normal difficulty, and then you had that professional difficulty, which you unlock when you finish the game. Now Hitman 2 has 3 different difficulties, like easy, normal and hard, and you can select between them since the start of the game. So that's another change they made in Hitman 2. Another change that they made in Hitman 2 are those little helping screens in the bottom left corner, actually top left corner, sorry. So each time you've been recorded by a security camera, or bodies found, or some suspicious thing was noticed, or some suspicious action was noticed, it's gonna be shown up in that top left corner in like a little video, which helps you realize like, okay, the body was found of the guy that I just choked out or whatever. So it helps you a little bit. It's like a little navigational screen, and that helps a lot actually in some cases. So that's a nice addition to the gameplay. Just like in any other Hitman game, you can use distractions to distract your targets, so you can subdue them and then disguise as them, and then you can access the areas you were not able to access in your suit. So you have to constantly change the disguises from different NPCs to access different areas. My definitely favorite part about newer Hitman games is that it has those opportunities, but they were renamed in Hitman 2 in mission stories. So those are like different opportunities that you can take to either get closer to your target or to assassinate your target. So just like Hitman 2016, Hitman 2 has again hundreds of different ways you can assassinate your target. You can poison them, you can burn them, you can shoot them, you can take one of these mission stories and see what happened. Each of these mission stories leads to different kill, different animation, and it's cool how it looks and everything. Sometimes it's like a little cinematic death, sometimes it's just a death without a cinematic but still looks cool. So there is literally endless possibilities in this game to assassinate your target. So the only limit is your creativity, and that's what I appreciate again about Hitman 2 the most, and those newer Hitman games, and that's what I love the most. Also Hitman 2 has multiplayer. One type of a multiplayer is like a sniper, where you can play co-op missions with a sniper and with your teammate. Again, when you are sniping, you have to use like tactics and environment to snipe the targets and kill them without other NPCs noticing them or whatever. So this can be done in co-op with 2 other players. And then there is something called ghost mode, which is a multiplayer with another player, but each of these players are playing their own game. It's one assassin, but it's like in the same game. You cannot see each other, you can kind of see each other's ghost. So each of the players is playing their own game, but they're together and they're not in the same time. I don't know how to explain it, but it's pretty cool. I like that. I like that they added something like that. So for people who maybe want to compete in this game, like how fast you can complete the mission or whatever, now you can do that. So it's pretty cool and it's fun. In my opinion, I don't think it's that necessary in a game like this, but it's a fine and nice addition. I personally didn't try it out, any of these, both either sniper mode or ghost mode, but I could try it out because it seems fun. Then of course you have map, which will help you navigate through the level. Each level has a different area, of course, which means a different map. When you open it, you can look up the map, see where your targets are, where you can move, how many levels the map has. And Hitman 2 levels are way bigger than Hitman 2016, which is something I really appreciated, and it was really fun to navigate those huge levels. Another addition to Hitman 2 is that from the My menu you can now play both Hitman 2016 and Hitman 2. So if you have both games purchased, you can now play, you can have installed only one game. Like actually, if you install Hitman 2, you'll be able to play Hitman 1 in it as well, so you don't have to have installed two games at once in the same time to play them. So you can access Hitman 1 from Hitman 2, and that's pretty cool. So you can replay the whole game in a Hitman 2. A whole Hitman 2016 can be played in Hitman 2, and that's pretty nice. There are also some new wounded animations, so whenever you get wounded a bit more, Agent 47 will walk kinda weird, like limping, and he's gonna be holding himself for a stomach because he's wounded, and that animation will last as long as your health is not back up. So that's a pretty cool addition. You know, it's always been weird to me in Hitman 2016 how you get shot so much and the Agent 47 has no animation or whatever. He's just like a Terminator, you know, he doesn't feel the pain or whatever. So it makes it a little bit more realistic with that animation, and I also appreciate that. I think it's pretty cool. Also, through the game you'll have to hide bodies that you subdue or kill. Other NPCs will see them and investigate them. They'll get suspicious. AI has been slightly improved actually in Hitman 2. I would say that it actually has been improved a lot. It's much harder to sneak by the enemies, and they are definitely smarter. So I noticed that I've used more environmental distractions in Hitman 2 than in Hitman 2016, because sometimes, like, if you shoot the target from the bush or whatever in the Hitman 2, the enemies will immediately notice you. Even you had a suppressed pistol, they're gonna still know where you are and they're gonna open fire at you. Now again, that could depend by the difficulty, because I played this game on like a medium difficulty, which is a professional, so that could be that. But however, I think it's a pretty good job that they've improved the AI, because the AI in the first game was pretty stupid sometimes. It acts so silly and they couldn't see you. Like you kill a target in front of them and they're not suspicious or whatever, and I'm really glad that they fixed that in the second game. Also, through the game you can use these hiding spots that allow you to hide either bodies in them, or you can hide from the enemies that are passing around. That's nothing new, it's been there since forever, I think, pretty much. And yeah, I think I said pretty much everything I wanted about Hitman 2. Just like in Hitman 2016, you can also take different pathways, which like shortcuts or whatever, to reach your target easier unnoticed. All missions can be pretty much completed without even taking a disguise. That's why those pathways exist, that's what they are for, so you can sneak around the area in the suit if you know how to sneak and complete the whole mission without changing the outfit or whatever. But it's much more challenging, of course, which is another like way to play this game. This game has so many different ways to play it, and that's why it's so interesting to me. And yeah, that's it pretty much what this game's gameplay is all about. It's pretty much the same thing, like I said, like Hitman 2016, just slightly improved with some better animation, sounds, few new things, and that's pretty much it. Alright guys, for the end, let's talk about game's graphics and performances. Well, I can say that Hitman 2 definitely does look much better than Hitman 2016. Lighting in this game, in the first game it was good, but in the second game, wow man, they did a huge improvement with the lighting in Hitman 2. You can definitely tell the difference. The lighting looks so much better. I don't have a ray tracing on, but this lighting makes you feel like there is a ray tracing on. it's so good that you don't even need a ray tracing. The lighting in Hitman 2 is so good. Once again, the effects and the blood and everything looks so good when you shoot a target, like the bullet holes and everything looks so realistic. This game honestly has one of the best blood effects that I've ever seen in my entire life, in my entire gaming career. It's so freaking good. Performances of this game are also excellent. Just like Hitman 2016, I didn't encounter any major bugs or anything, any glitches. The game works perfectly fine. I played this game on 1080p resolution in 60 or more FPS on all maxed out possible settings, and these are my PC specs. My GPU is RX 5600 XT 6GB GDDR6. My CPU is FX 8320 3.50 GHz octa-core Black Edition, and my RAM memory is Kingston Fury 16GB DDR4, also Black Edition. So yeah, these are my PC specs. My GPU, my actually new GPU, is performing very well for now on all games, and it also worked out very well with this game. And yeah, man, this game like just looks beautiful. I remember there are some scenes and moments in this game that just will always like stay in my memory, especially that final mission. I remember when you're opening doors and like there's like this orange circle or something this on this party, and the lightning over there is so good. Like the lightning is the most impressive thing to me about this game, together with all the effects and visuals. It looks really stunning and realistic. Damn, I love this game. Altogether, I just fucking love it. It's like 2016 Hitman, just a little bit better, with better graphics, and that's it. But I simply love it, and I can't wait to play Hitman 3, even though it's gonna be pretty much the same game again. I just can't get tired of developers creating new levels and things about this game. That's the thing. I just love the new levels in this game. The more levels this game has, the better it is. So there's also a DLC that I've purchased with Hitman 2. It's called Patient Zero. DLC is not that long. You can finish it in like an hour, but it's pretty fun as well. It was fine. So you get another additional 1 hour of fun in Hitman. Yeah, guys, can't wait for Hitman 3 next year. It's coming out next year, right? And can't wait for that. I'll definitely play it when it comes out. And if you enjoyed this game review, guys, then go ahead and leave a like, share, comment, or subscribe if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. It's totally fine. You can also check out my Chris Facebook group. Link is down below in the description. I post all kind of stuff over there. Also, check it out if you want. If you don't want to, you don't have to. It's totally okay. I love you guys. I appreciate all of your support and everything you've done for me and my channel so far. You're amazing. And I'll definitely see you in the next video. Chris out.